Hey there, Rockheads. It's JD from 96 Rock, Mornings with JD and Bridget. And we're here the day before Reds Fest actually opens up. It's going to be going on throughout the weekend on Friday and Saturday. But we got a little sneak peek into what's going on here this weekend. And we're lucky enough to be joined by pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds, Anthony Desclafani, a.k.a. Disco. How you doing, bud?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. First, everybody has been asking us this morning when we talked about that we were actually going to get to chat with you. Where did the name come from, the nickname?
So the nickname Disco, that came my freshman year of college. There was a senior there. As you know, my last name's not the easiest to spell or pronounce or spell. And he's like, you know what, I'm just calling you Disco from now on, because there was already there was a Tony Davis on the team, so I wasn't allowed to be called Tony, Tone, TD. I couldn't have any of that, so he stuck me with the Disco, and that's kind of been my baseball name ever since, at least in the baseball world. When I go home, I don't get called Disco.
Now, do people expect you to be a fan of disco music with that particular nickname?
I don't know, but if they do, they're about to get let down, because I do not listen to disco music.
What kind of stuff do you listen to?
Hip-hop, EDM, rock, mostly everything except country and maybe disco.
No disco. What was your walkout music this past year? I know you were injured and everything, but do you remember what it was?
No. I never put one down for this past year because I never even made it to Cincinnati. But the previous year there was some EDM song. I don't know. I can't remember. It's whatever. I try to get something upbeat maybe for the crowd and myself, but nothing really too crazy.
All right. It's 96 Rock Mornings with JD and Bridget. Sitting here with Anthony Desclafani before Reds Fest takes over this weekend at the Duke Energy Center. How's the injury going? You mentioned you didn't get to see the field here in Cincinnati this past year. Give us an update on how you're feeling.
I'm feeling good right now. I was in instructional league, for 4 or 5 weeks. Got to make 5 consecutive starts. Got up to 90 pitches. Ended up throwing 7 innings in my last outing. Ended on a good note, and I just been resting, since that time. The 2 months kind of, let my elbow heal up some more. 2 months of solid time, and right now at this point I feel good, and I'm kind of eager to get back to spring training due to missing a lot of time.
Now, do they have any timetable on when you might be able to join the big club, or are you going to have to go through some extended spring training, or do you know anything about this yet?
Oh man, I hope I don't have to go through extended spring. I'm hoping it's just a normal spring training here. Just go through all the drills like everybody else, bullpens, IBPs, get stretched out, and be able to rock and roll from day one.
I know that's been probably a weird off season for you, being somebody that's dealing with an injury. But what in normal times when you're feeling good, when do you start getting more excited about the season? When are you when's that moment where you're like, you know what, it's time to get going for the next upcoming year?
Well, normally it's usually right after that new year. You kind of start getting the itch a little bit. You start watching winter meetings and stuff. You see all the baseball interaction, the trades, and all that stuff, and you kind of start getting the itch, and then you kind of enjoy your family time at Christmas and the New Year's, and then right after that, it's just like, all right, I got to start, stepping it up here. It's spring training right around the corner. So,
all right, last question: what have you asked Santa for Christmas this year?
I asked Santa. What did I ask Santa for Christmas?
You gotta want something.
What am I asking for? I always ask for socks and underwear, and I never get it. It's like the only, it's all I ask for is socks and underwear, and I never get it. Everyone's like, no, I'm not getting you that. And I was like, that's what you asked me. That's what I want. So I'm gonna ask for it again. Maybe I'll get it this year.
Well, boxer or briefs? The girls are gonna want to know.
It's a brief.
It's a brief. Okay, so briefs on Anthony Desclafani's Christmas list this year. All right, buddy. Well, we hope you have a good 2018, a healthy 2018. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you.